here we are again. Using my beautiful Wolf Whiskers brush here. A couple different new things today. New soap, part of the big box that came. The Den of Thieves, pretty cool logo. 345 soaps. That's the name of the soap company, 345. I thought maybe I got it wrong and it's 365. No, it's right down there. It's 345. I don't know what it stands for. I had to soak my brush, so got to whoop up the lather here. Same situation as yesterday. I got a call to get on, but should have plenty of time. It is Sunday. Our Cadre Zoom call this afternoon. So this soap, one thing that's weird, it's got a cool label, but the scent notes do not, to me, don't match the label. If you're doing Den of Thieves, Buccaneer type, I guess I just think of, skulls and pirates and stuff. I would think, what would you think? What would you think? Put it in the comments below. Like and subscribe. Smash that like button. I guess I would think of a darker scent. I think leather, gunpowder. But I guess you could go, if you're doing pirates and stuff, you could do tropical, coconut, right? Maybe. This is very citrus heavy is what the scent notes are, which I guess scurvy whatever. So to prevent scurvy, you want citrus. Maybe that's where it came from. Anyway, not the scent notes I would go with just on the name or the. So that's it. Do a soap like this, but don't name it that. So same as yesterday. It's okay. Again, they're playing it safe. They are playing it safe. Stop being so safe with your soap scents. Make a stand. It is a generic citrus. It is not standing out as lemon or lime or anything. I think the first scent note is blood orange, which I would say is a very tame kind of orange. Maybe that's it. Maybe you get a blood orange, but it's not like you're walking through an orchard. Again, I did the 8 seconds of research before coming online. Another family-owned company, same story. Out of soap, started looking up soap on the internet, went down a rabbit hole, decided to make their own soap. Boom, here they are. We'll see. So something else I'm doing today, the razor I'm using, I've tried to do this before. Partially I'm doing it because it's funny. But also I want to man up a wussy old razor. So this is the Asylum, this is the Black Lines Vector, except it's got a beefy old handle on it. So maybe we'll make it into a real man's razor. This is the Hone handle, which weighs about 18 pounds, I think. Oh yeah, that works good. That has some beef to it. You gotta hold it back. Hold it back. So, people like it because this razor head is so thin and nimble and all that. It's a good razor. It is a good razor. Again, not the best, because what kind of girly old razor are you shaving with? Because it's a very light razor, and the handle for it. Let me show you. Where's that little old thing? Here's what we're shaving with today. Here's the way to roll handle for the Vector. So this is what we're shaving with today. So it's been said it's like a nimble little race car. I'd say no. It is like a, what would you, like a go-kart? It's like a little go-kart. And then you do this. This is like F1 racing. It's nimble, but you've got a beast of an engine in this thing and huge top speeds, but you're just as nimble as anything else. It's a good razor. Yeah. I highly suggest anybody that has a Vector razor, try throwing a heavier handle on it, and then tell me that does not improve your experience. Huh? Unless you're shaving your legs, and then I would suggest you keep with the original. I was gonna say I just because it creates, you know, fodder for back and forth on the Cadre, but I don't just. I do believe adding a heavier handle to it makes it a better razor. Faux show. Got into this weird thing. Good old YouTube rabbit hole. Who knows how those happen? But there's this guy, Mike somebody, out of Chicago. He's a lawyer. Is there a difference between lawyer and attorney? Anyway, but he shows up. So apparently, with the onset of COVID, you know, they didn't want a bunch of people hanging out in a courtroom, so they started doing court appearances, trials over Zoom. And so he shows these things and adds a little bit of commentary, you know, and of course, trying to find cases that are kind of entertaining, or the people are a little bit entertaining, or whatever. No surprise, it tends to be the people that are representing themselves that, you know, are kind of the most entertaining to watch. Although some lawyers / attorneys, whatever the difference is, have been a little bit out there. I don't know the backstory of this guy, but it's just one of those things now I sometimes have on in the background, because his shows will be like an hour plus long. Who the heck would want to do a live for over an hour on YouTube? I don't know. It's not like you're watching Drinks and Days where it's well worth your while. But who would have thought? Anyway, this guy that does whose channel it is, first of all, I think you should come over to the Shaving Cadre and get a little bit of help. I think he's got a decent mustache, but then he's got just some patchy scruff going on that isn't the best choice for him. But it's weird because it always seems like he's wearing some kind of a shirt or sweater, or whatever he's wearing is always, there's nothing on underneath, and it's unbuttoned pretty far. And it's not like he's swarmy or anything, but just an interesting look to decide to stay with. He's on camera and he's got his buttons down and his chest exposed with, like, sometimes it looks like it's wintertime and he's got, you know, like a hoodie on with a zipper or something like that. It's just interesting. Anyway, it's one of those, like, if you're not involved in that world, or depending on where you grew up, you kind of sheltered from, we'll just say many happenings or segments of society, or I just say it's interesting who they, you know, sometimes there's a joke that goes around about you should have to take a test to have kids or things like that. Boy, I know it's totally admit it's judging just one section of somebody's lives, but some of these folks are the choices you've heard that they have made even after they've gotten in trouble and stuff. It's just like, all right, okay, that's what we're working with out here in the general public. Interesting. But you also gotta, I mean, it's half amusing, and then sometimes you get just like, what a bad hand. Well, not a bad hand. Again, these people all make their decisions, but I guess, oh, don't get deep. Let's not get deep. The shave's over. Chill out. But just, you see the side effects of addiction and things like that. The people that are in the courtroom begging and pleading because they're trying to get their stuff together, but going back to jail is gonna make them lose their jobs, which is gonna make them lose their apartment, and on, and the whole trickle-down effect. But it's happening because they went to drink again and got pulled over for a DUI, and it's kind of like, well, that sucks, but geez, if you're on probation for whatever, and then you do the same thing again, what do you... Anyway, I just thought that's interesting how we got down into it. There's Lemon. So what do I did a new so I guess the same thing as yesterday with Moon Soaps. It's a good, lathered well, good performer, like the label. Just take a chance with your scents. Don't make it for the masses. Make it, who are you? I want to smell. Who are you? Put it in there. Because you know who I am. Whoop-ah, that's who I am. This moment of power brought to you by Brain Barbershop, the sweetest smelling barbershop in Tucson. I do wonder if getting intense scents is expensiver, because maybe you have to buy more expensive oils, or I believe the oils are the most expensive part of the soap. So if you're doing a more concentrated oil conglomeration, then that just adds to the cost per tub. Which this stuff isn't cheap. It's still like $20, right? And all that. So you can get, always Sterling is like the baseline. Any performance worse than Sterling, we're not buying it. Sterling is fine. Anything above that is good performance. But Sterling gives you some nice scents. And what are there? So are they 15 or 16 bucks, something like that? So if you're popping out $20, $22 tubs, and I get also that this is a family business, just like Moon Soaps and stuff, so they're not going to have the efficiency of volume. Let's get into the business aspect of shaving, shall we? But still, you gotta compete. So if you're going up there, and again, I'm guessing. So if it costs you another $2 to chunk up the scent strength on this, I would much rather pay $2 more than pay over what, say, Sterling does for something that's pretty much performing the same. Know what I'm saying? So anyway, not bad. Support a small company. Go buy them. That's fine. Sterling's a freaking family business. They just hit it out of the park and are running with it. That's the difference. That's what I was gonna say. Anyway, where are we at? Let's do talc again, shall we? Every time I use this, I've been using this. Again, it wasn't fuzz like to here or something. I've been using this forever. I have not filled it back up, and it's kind of, what else is like that? I don't know. It just keeps coming out. Every time I use it, I figure I'm gonna run out, because when I bought it, it comes, you buy the tin empty, and then the talc comes in like bags, and cut it open and pour it in there. And I think when I bought it, I think they probably came to an order. Can't imagine I would have just bought 2 off the bat. Anyway, I've got a backup, and I keep thinking this is going to run out and I'm going to need to use that, but it's lasting forever. Today, I don't know why I grabbed this, because this is maybe more what I think of when I think of Den of Thieves, is this scent. Cremo Blue, hold on here, Blue Cedar and Cypress. Cheapy, economical, not going to be on at the end of the day, but I'll enjoy it for the morning. That's it. Come join the cadre, join the Zoom call, have a laugh, come meet the boys. If you're Drinks and Days member, come meet Major Rich. You got to know what that's all about. Anyway, see you on the forums.